Welcome to session 3 of our Confidence in the Family course in association with Myself Central and Thrive Youth. My name is Charmaine from Home and Castle. I am a professional home organizer and makeover specialist, and I'm bringing this course to you so that hopefully it can spark some team spirit in your family home to really maintain a nice environment for all of you by everyone who's there getting involved. Right, let's crack on. First activity, you're going to create a morning and evening routine for yourself and for the family as a whole, Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, the weekends, they might be different. But you want to kind of keep a consistent routine because consistency builds stability, and stability builds competence, and competence builds confidence. So if you know what you're doing, you just feel more confident about what's going on in the morning. So for example, in the morning, my kids know they have to, and I'm not going to lie, I have about 6 alarms that go off. One at 7:15 means get up. One at 7:45, which means you need to be downstairs having your breakfast by now. 8 o'clock, I kind of just snooze it, but I know that that's my time where I have to go upstairs and do my daughter's hair. 8:20, they need to start getting ready to get downstairs, get their shoes, coats, water bowls, everything that they are just, they just used to forget. So having this system in place, having this alarm system, it does everyone's head in, I'm not going to lie. Alarms going off all the time, but we know what we have to do in the morning. So we have to get to the car by a certain time. And generally 9 times out of 10, I will get the kids to school on time, unless it is one of those mornings, which we all have. But having that morning routine really helps. It helps structure me and it helps structure the kids. And the alarms are just our little sounding off reminder to keep us moving. In the evening, again, I have an alarm that goes off at 7:15. So 12 hours later. At 7:15, I know the kids need to start getting in the bath. They need to start winding down. They need to start doing their homework, their reading. That might be the time where they have their bedtime snack, and then they know that they'll be going to bed by 8:30, 9. We try and stick to a routine. Have to be flexible, but it's just a guide, and it keeps us all in the know of what we have to do. So the activity is create a morning and evening routine as a guideline to help you all know what needs to be done and what sort of timing it needs to be done in. Spend about 10-15 minutes doing that, and then I'll see you in the next part. Okay, so now we have our morning and evening guide. Now what we're going to do is do a weekly guide. So you've been provided with the guide, or you can print it out below if you're doing this course from home. What you're going to be doing is the adults of the home are going to be disregarding 9 to 5 and seeing the extra times that they have for free, their free time. What are you going to be doing in those times? Now, I suggest, unless you're a stay-at-home mum, if you're working from home, I would say personally, don't spend your days just cleaning up, because it is never ending. You will always do it, and you will be the only person who feels like you have to do it. So I tend to do my cleaning now when all of the family is around and we can all get involved, so that I don't feel like I'm burning out and I don't feel like I'm spending every single day tidying up. And I've had to be really strict on myself because I work from home sometimes, to just not potter around constantly. And I really just wait till, sort of 3:30 when the kids are home. We do a little bit of tidying all together. They have their chill time. We do a little bit of tidying before bed, all of us as a whole. And it just really feels a lot better. And it's making me feel confident in my kids that they're able to help. It's making me feel confident that I can get on with my other goals, get on with my other projects, and not feel like I'm just cleaning all the time. So in your weekly guide, you're going to be discussing when you're going to be spending time as a family, when you're going to be spending time on your own resting, when you're going to be spending time on your own on your hobbies and your creative passions, and just decide, if there's 2 adults in the house, when are you going to take turns on watching the younger ones, so that that person can have their free time with their friends as well. It's really important for each adult to have their own time with their friends, own time on their hobbies, own time on their creative passions. And that is going to also show the younger ones in the house what it looks like to take your goals, your creativities, your passions seriously. So spend about 15-20 minutes discussing a basic week guide on the times that you're going to be spending together and apart, and what you're going to be doing, and how you can work as a team to support each other in your creative endeavors, passions, goals, job, career, all of that good stuff. If you are a stay-at-home mum and you do spend a lot of time, maybe you have young ones at home, I would still give yourself a block of time where you're going to dedicate it to cleaning, because obviously, yeah, you're at home, you're going to be doing a bit more of it, but don't do all of it. Remember what the other people in the house are able to do, that they can do, and leave some of those things for them to do so that you're not getting burnt out. And also use some of that time during your day to also focus on your next steps after, when the kids start going to school and nursery. What do you want to do? What are your passions? What are your personal goals? And start making little steps towards them as well. So take 15-20 minutes and create your weekly guide, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so our next activity, we're going to be discussing you guys as individuals. And I don't know if you've ever heard about love languages. Love languages normally talk about a relationship. But I also think as a family, it's really good to know who you are as an individual and who the other people of your team are as individuals. So you're going to spend about 10-15 minutes discussing what your love language is, i.e. how you display love to your teammates, and then how you like to receive love from your teammates. So as a mum, I show love to my children by buying them stuff that they like, arranging for them to go to social events, making sure that they have, food that they like, snacks that they like, giving them a lot of cuddles, and I'm very affectionate. So that's how I like to show love to them. And I know that my daughter, she loves to receive love by having a lot of cuddles as well. So that works great. My son, he likes a bit more, food. He's a boy. He loves it. But I like to receive love from my children by them listening, helping, not arguing back when I ask them to do something, being cheerful in what they have to do, not sulking. These are ways that I feel loved by them, when they're just willing to just get stuck in and help me out. And they're very emotionally intelligent, my children, because I've always kind of nurtured this in them. So yeah, don't want to digress too much, but how do you love? How do you give love? And how do you like to receive love? You're going to share that with your teammates for about 5-10 minutes, and I'll see you in a sec. For our final activity of session 3, we're going to be looking at how you can now build each other as a team, knowing how each other's love and how they like to be loved. How can you build each other's confidence now? And I want you to come up with a list of house rules that you can all, adhere to. It's not going to be some strict regimented thing. This is what you have to do. We are all human at the end of the day. Sometimes we complain, sometimes we argue, sometimes we don't want to do as we're told. That's life, that's human beings. But we're going to create a house rules so that everyone can kind of have a good idea of what is expected of them, what's important to you. Some people might not care about being so argumentative, and it's just the way that they have an honest expression, which is fine, each to their own. But you might want to temper down how you argue. Maybe you don't want it to be so shouty, and you just want to, have this back and forth discussion on a calm, even keel. So discuss in your team your family rules. So this is from this was from the range, Ways to Love. So it says, listen without interrupting, speak without accusing, give without sparing, answer without arguing, share without pretending, enjoy without complaint, trust without wavering, forgive without punishment, promise without forgetting, honour without fail. These are ways to love, and we're going to incorporate them into our rules. So our rules may be, be respectful to each other, when, you know, our siblings, they're constantly bickering. We're going to try and instill more respect. We're going to try and instill more kindness, speaking to each other without being so snappy and sharp. Whatever they are, each family, each team is going to be different. What are your 10 house rules? You're going to spend about 10 minutes getting them down and discussing as a team what is important to you in your household. I look forward to seeing you on our final session. This week, your homework will be to try and follow the rules, follow your weekly guide, follow your morning routine. And if you have anything that comes up that you would like to discuss further, you can always contact me, Charmaine, at Myself Central on Instagram, TikTok, Myself Central, Home and Castle on most platforms as well. If you would also like support for the family, you can also contact Thrive Youth in Watford. That's specifically for Watford-based families. We are here to support you as well. Do get in touch. Do follow us on our social medias. We'd love to hear from you, and we hope that your family is slowly building confidence. See you on the next session.